चलते हैं चैम्बर ये उठा लो ना साइड में करो इनको
करके अपने डेटा के ऊपर वो काम कर सकें सर. I have come to an end, sir. Anything from your side, sir? Thank you, sir. Good day, sir. Good day, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, we witnessed the inauguration of the Green Initiative 1.0 and digitization of Indian Army 1.0. We will also be having the Honorable Raksha Mantri along with the key dignitaries.
यूनिट से लेकर आर्मी हेडक्वार्टर तक इस्तेमाल करने वाली 100 सिलेक्टेड एप्लीकेशन को संयोजित किया गया है. धन्यवाद.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, may I kindly request all of you to please rise up. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome the Defense Minister of India, Shri Rajnath Singh, to the Chanakya Defense Dialogue 2024. We're also joined by our key dignitaries for the evening. May I please request the Honorable Raksha Mantri along with the key dignitaries to please come on the dais and take your seats, sir. Namaskar, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. May I now request some members of the audience to please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome our dignitaries to the Chanakya Defense Dialogue 2024, let us also begin this special segment by sharing the Chanakya Defense Dialogue movie. So let's have the AV on the screen, please.
The world today is changing fast. Yet some things prevail stronger than change. Wisdom prevails. Wisdom guides. It leads the way and shows what's right. blessed by the wisdom of the ancient philosopher Chanakya. A strategist with a keen eye for defense. The Indian Army Enclose is back with its second edition of the Chanakya Defense Dialogue 2024. The inaugural 2023 edition united top minds from across the world, shedding light on AI, big data and beyond. We set the tone for India's defense leadership with Atmanirbharta as the mantra. In the journey of nation building, we see a common dream where growth is fueled through comprehensive security. A secure nation, a secure region, a secure world where peace reigns. The biggest defense leaders, strategists and think tanks assembled to strike a balance. Partnerships to technical know-how. Security, ecology, culture, and more. Together, we strive to put India on the road to fulfilling its dreams of Viksit Bharat. The time has come for India to take its seat as the Vishwa Bandhu and give the world a safer, secure and stable identity. Chanakya Defense Dialogue 2024. Drivers in nation building. Fueling growth through comprehensive security.
Ladies and gentlemen, on that inspiring note, may I now please request Chief of the Army Staff, General Upendra Dwivedi, Param Vishesh Seva Medal, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, to please share his valuable words to the August gathering. Can we please have a very dynamic round of applause? Please help me welcome General Upendra Dwivedi.
Honorable Raksha Mantri ji, Shri Rajnath Singh ji, Chief of Defence Staff, General Anil Chauhan, Chief of Air Staff, Air Chief Marshal A.P. Singh, our ex-chiefs who have graced the occasion today, General J.J. Singh, General V.K. Singh, General Naravne, General Manoj Pandey, Director General Claus, friends from the friendly foreign countries, esteemed guests, distinguished scholars, members from the media, ladies and gentlemen, including those connected through virtual means. A very good afternoon and Jai Hind to you all. At the outset, I extend a warm welcome to Honorable Raksha Mantri and also thank him for gracing us with his presence here today. It's indeed a unique opportunity for me to address this August gathering at this year's edition of the Chanakya Defense Dialogue. The theme, Drivers in Nation Building, Fueling Growth through Comprehensive Security, stands relevant for all countries since nation building remains an enduring pursuit for all nation states. Now, as you go through the instrument of national power, you will always realize the M pillar is intertwined with other pillars very closely. However, somehow we have always remained isolated with the M pillar. So the main aim of this seminar was to take us out from that and let us look the same pillar from the outside. How does it look like? How successful we have been, I think end of these two days we'll get to know. Now the construct of nation building has been spoken of in different shades by practitioners of statecraft. Chanakya, in his Saptang theory, defines the 7 limbs of a state. Swami, there's the king. Amatya, there's the minister. Janpad, that is the people and the territory. Durga, the fort or fortifications. Kosh, that is the treasury. Dand, that is the army or the force. Mitra, the allies. So Chanakya also highlighted the importance of interrelationship between these elements towards the existence, safety, welfare, growth, and prosperity of the state. The contemporary paradigm of nation building has also largely converges of some similar defining parameters, some of which have been spoken of earlier in the day today. Now, in the multiple lines of effort towards nation building, the linkages to the security remains a constant. We all have been witness to various manifestations that have brought up the relevance of this linkage. The post-apartheid inclusive development of South Africa, the post-genocide emergence of Rwanda, which today stands as a beacon of progress in Africa, the experiences of Iraq and Afghanistan that highlight the implications of prolonged insecurity, or the collective security mechanism to enhance development as fostered by the European Union, or the downward spiral that our Western neighbor has enveloped herself in consequent to embracing terrorism an instrument of national policy. Remember, you are responsible for your own choices as well as the after effects. Examples of nations succumbing to economic debt traps and in turn compromising on sovereignty also stands out as relevant pointers. While physical security from the hard power perspective may occupy prominence, but the relevance of other components is no less. The recent pandemic, that was a health security challenge, had a fallout on the economy of the world. The impact of rising sea levels and environmental sustainability challenge on many island nations in coming years can be well appreciated. On science and technology security, a fine example can be picked up from Israel, a nation which since its inception chose to view its multifarious challenges as catalysts for innovation, and today stands with the ownership of many core technologies. Many examples of energy security significance also stand out. Take Germany, for example. Its transition in a major way to renewable energy contributed profoundly to its economic growth, yet its part reliance on fossil fuels manifested a restraining factor consequent to the Russia-Ukraine war. Defense diplomacy too plays a key role. The mandate it encompasses of furthering a nation's interest across expanding strategic horizons brings along with it increasing responsibility, opportunities, and expectations. From building bridges of trust to fostering partnerships, this line of effort can accrue strategic payoffs for a country towards achieving its envisioned place in the community of nations. So to conclude, I would like to quote Swami Vivekananda, who said, "Every nation has a message to deliver, a mission to fulfill, a destiny to reach," unquote. So the import of these words from the perspective of nation building make whole of nation effort central to nation building, wherein security figures as a pivotal catalyst for holistic development. I am sure that the distinguished speakers and panelists shall give a fine expose of the entire canvas of the comprehensive security in the context of nation building. I wish to thank all participants whose insights and observations shall enrich this edition of the Chanakya Defense Dialogue. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for your dynamic words. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, let me also once again inform you all that we have one of the key leaders who's shaping India's vision for development and security. We have the august presence of the Honorable Raksha Mantri, Shri Rajnath Singh. So if I could please humbly request Shri Rajnath Singh to address the august gathering.
Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan, Chief of Army Staff General Upen Dwivedi, Air Chief Marshal A.P. Singh, Chief of Air Staff, Lieutenant General retired Dushyant Singh, DG Class, General V.K. Singh, former Foreign Minister, Government of India, General J.J. Singh, General Narawane, former Air Chief, General Manoj Pandey, former Army Chief, Srimati Meenakshi Lehi, this is the former Minister, Government of India, or all the present senior officials, distinguished speakers and guests. It is an honor for me to be present among all of you at the Chanakya Defense Dialogue today. First of all, I extend my many congratulations to the Indian Army and the Center of Land Warfare Studies for this important initiative. Before I speak on the topic given to me for today's session of the Chanakya Defense Dialogue, I would like to begin by sharing a recent significant development that underscores the importance of defense dialogues on the global stage. India and China have been involved in talks both at diplomatic and military levels to resolve their differences in certain areas along the LAC. Pursuant to the talks, broad consensus has been achieved to restore ground situation based on the principles of equal and mutual security. The consensus achieved includes patrolling and grazing to traditional areas. This is the power of engaging in continuous dialogue because sooner or later solutions will emerge. And I think there is no better place to highlight this power of dialogue than this platform of Chanakya Defense Dialogue. Friends, the topic on which I have been asked to speak today is India's vision for development and security. I consider this is a challenge as well as an opportunity. It is a challenge because the subject is broad and multifaceted, touching on historical, economic, and strategic dimensions that are difficult to fully summarize in a single discussion. Yet, it is also an opportunity to engage in a meaningful dialogue with esteemed experts and thinkers like you, and especially so with the participation of our friends from various foreign countries. I am pleased that you have named this defense dialogue after Acharya Chanakya. Whenever we discuss the economy and the security, Acharya Chanakya stands before us as one of India's greatest thinkers. We all know about his book, Arthashastra, which, although written on political systems, also incorporates many elements of development and security. The English literal translation of the Chanakya's famous book, Arthashastra, is economics. So I will begin by talking about economics. I would like to draw your attention to an interesting fact about the origin of the word economics. Some of you might know that this word originates from oikonomio, which comes from two words, oikos, meaning household, and nomoi, meaning rules or laws. Simply put, it refers to the rules created for managing a household. Long before the rise of capitalism and the commercial economies, the household was the center of economic activities, and all economic activities revolved around it. Over time, with the sociometrical changes, the center of the economy shifted from household to society and later to the nation, and today we talk about international or global economy. Throughout history, whether in pre-capitalist society or modern times, one of humanity's primary endeavors has been to increase and strengthen its military welfare. Even the father of the modern economics, Adam Smith, defined economics as the science of wealth. As society has advanced economically, new sectors and technologies have played a significant role in shaping development. Initially, agriculture was the cornerstone of the economy, representing the primary sector. However, the Industrial Revolution, the manufacturing sector emerged as a key driver of growth. Later, the service sector gained prominence, particularly in the 20th century. In today's technological era, advancement in computer information technology, satellite communication, and now artificial intelligence and quantum computing are transforming the global economy. These innovations, along with other complex economic forces, have created a highly interconnected and dynamic economic landscape. Despite these complexities, it is clear that the global economy continues to advance at an unprecedented pace. Friends, today, nearly every sector plays a role in both driving and responding to economic development. However, this development has been uneven across different regions and sectors. Throughout history, we have faced numerous challenges, including famines, wars, and pandemics, which have disrupted progress. And despite these setbacks, a review of the history shows that we have made significant strides since the onset of modern economic development, particularly since the Industrial Revolution. This progress is evident in improved living standards, technological advancements, and increased global interconnectedness. Historically, the study of key factors for the economic development, such as land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship, has been central to economic analysis. Their contribution to economies and the cause and effect relationship between the various economic forces have been thoroughly examined. However, the impact of defense and security on economic development has traditionally been underexplored. This may be because security is often viewed as a necessary but non-economic factor, while there have been studies on the economic effects of wars and conflicts. In peacetime, the role of the security sector in influencing economic development has received comparatively less attention. Nevertheless, defense spending, military infrastructure, and national security can significantly affect economic growth and resource allocation even in non-war periods or in peacetime. Friends, it is ironic that while the importance of the security and economic development has always been acknowledged, it has not been consistently recognized as a direct factor in economic growth. A significant portion of any nation's budget is dedicated to security, as economic development can only flourish when national security is ensured. Moreover, the security sector itself makes a vital economic contribution through job creation, technological advancements, and infrastructure development. Yet its role in driving economic growth has often been overlooked in traditional economic analysis. I believe that the critical relationship between development and security has not yet been given the attention it deserves. These two concepts are often viewed from separate perspectives and are rarely considered together. However, I disagree with this approach. In my view, development and security are deeply interconnected and mutually reinforcing. Over the years, our government has made conscious efforts to bridge the gap between the two, recognizing that sustainable development is only possible when security is ensured and vice versa. Let me offer some examples to illustrate this point. Security is often associated with border protection. When we think of security, image of soldiers stationed at borders, aircraft patrolling the skies, and naval ships guarding the seas typically come to mind. However, as you all know, security extends far beyond border defense. It is a broad and multifaceted concept that encompasses many other factors, including internal stability, economic resilience, and the protection of the critical infrastructure, all of which are essential to the nation's overall security framework. Friends, for example, when we construct roads in border areas, they are typically viewed through the lens of enhancing border security. However, their impact goes far beyond military purposes. These roads are vital for the socio-economic development of the region, improving connectivity and providing local communities with greater access to health care, education, and markets. This, in turn, elevates the quality of life and fosters economic growth. Similarly, when we manufacture arms and defense equipment domestically, it strengthens not only our security infrastructure, but also multiple sectors of the economy. It creates employment opportunities across a wide range of industries, from manufacturing to logistics. Engineers, scientists, and researchers find platforms to apply and further their expertise, leading to technological innovation and self-reliance. Additionally, domestic production boosts income generation and stimulates economic activity through supply chains, creating a ripple effect that benefits the entire economy. In essence, initiatives in the name of security often serve as powerful catalysts for broader national development. Friends, we must critically reassess why pivotal sectors like defense are not given greater prominence in the discourse around economic development. In many conversations about developmental economics, the focus tends to shift towards sectors that, while undeniably important, do not exert the same level of the far-reaching influence as defense and security. Defense, with its vast infrastructure, technological advancements, and employment opportunities, significantly shapes the economy, driving innovation, creating jobs, and safeguarding national interest. Its impact extends far beyond security alone, playing a crucial role in economic stability and long-term growth, which warrants a more central position in developmental discourse. Defense spending drives technological innovation, creates jobs, and stimulates various industries, yet to receive comparatively little attention in traditional economic studies. I am not certain whether colleges and universities widely offer courses in defense economics. If they do, that is a step in the right direction. If not, there is a clear need to introduce and expand academic focus on this field. Understanding the economic dynamics of the defense can provide a valuable insights into how this sector contributes to national and global economic development, helping us to integrate it more fully into our economic frameworks. If defense had been recognized as an integral component of development and studied more comprehensively in the past, India might have achieved self-reliance in the defense sector much earlier. The prolonged dependency on imports can be attributed, in part, to the lack of a coordinated approach between defense and development, and consequently, while our defense industry missed out on critical opportunities for growth and innovation, a significant portion of our defense budget has flowed into other economies, limiting our ability to strengthen our own capabilities. Addressing this connect is essential for fostering a robust domestic defense industry that can contribute to national security and economic independence. Since the advent of our government under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister, we have focused on achieving self-reliance in the defense sector. The outcome of this effort has been the ability to directly link our defense sector with India's development. Friends, India has a distinctive vision. Regarding development and security, which has made self-reliance in defense a prominent national goal. When we discuss transforming India's defense sector into a self-reliant entity, we recognize the far-reaching ripple effects of such economic interventions. These include boosting income, creating jobs, advancing manufacturing, fostering research and development, establishing supply chains, and enhancing overall resilience. These impacts not only strengthen our national security, but also stimulate our economy. Consequently, we are committed to pursuing a coordinated approach that integrates security and development, ensuring that progress in one area and fuels advancements in the other. Friends, at this point, I would also like to emphasize another crucial point. As I mentioned earlier, we should not regard the defense sector as a separate, non-economic component of overall development. Moving forward, it is essential to examine the impact of this significant sector on key economic indicators such as income generation, employment creation, regional economic balance, manufacturing growth, investment, research and development, and the expansion of the service sector. Understanding these dynamics will provide valuable insights for policy formulation, enabling us to create strategies that leverage the defense sector as a catalyst for broader economic progress. Friends, when India speaks of self-reliance, it is important to clarify that this doesn't imply working in isolation from the global community. Instead, as we pursue our goal of self-reliance, we remain dedicated to fostering an equitable and inclusive world order. Today, we have representatives from the numerous friendly nations present here, and I want to assure you that India is committed to collaborating closely with all nations to promote a fair and just international system. Our journey towards self-reliance is not a step toward alienation. Rather, it marks the beginning of a new chapter characterized by collaboration and partnership with the global community. We believe that the self-reliance will empower us to contribute more effectively to international efforts, share our expertise, and engage in meaningful exchanges that benefit all. Together, we can build a stronger, more interconnected world that respects the sovereignty and aspirations of every nation on equal terms. Friends, although this topic is vast and could be discussed for hours, I have shared some of my thoughts with you regarding our national efforts and how we are striving to advance development and security together. In terms of national security, it is essential to regularly assess policies and challenges. Timely analysis helps us identify shortcomings and provides new perspectives on various issues. Today's defense dialogue will undoubtedly offer us such an analysis, allowing us to further strengthen our security system. Friends, the coexistence of security and development is not a simple matter. It requires extensive studies, analysis, and planning. I am pleased to see that the dialogue is addressing various important issues, including geopolitical dynamics, economic development, strategies, environmental sustainability, and more. I believe that such intellectual discourse will help broaden our horizons and lead to a sound policy inputs for us. Acharya Chanakya once said, "Karya puruskarena laksham sampadhyati," which translates to work get accomplished when men are determined to achieve the goal. Again, I would like to repeat it. Work gets accomplished when men are determined to achieve the goal. So, let us all resolve to put our full strength into accelerating both security and development. I congratulate Lieutenant General Dushyant Singh, Director General of Class, for this initiative. The way you have organized this conference to consider security and development together is commendable. I am particularly happy to notice that very relevant and contemporary issues this dialogue is taking up for deliberation. I am confident that through this conference, you will emerge with ideas that will accelerate both our security arrangements and our development. I wish this conference great success. Thank you for inviting me, and I conclude my remarks here. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring thoughts. And as you had mentioned, together indeed we can build a strong and interconnected world. We thank you once again for your pioneering presence here at the Chanakya Defense Dialogue 2024. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I now request General Upendra Dwivedi to please felicitate and to please honor the Raksha Mantri, Shri Rajnath Singh, for his valuable presence. If I could please request you, sir, to please felicitate Shri Rajnath Singh by presenting this handmade painting of the Nalanda University reimagined. The Chanakya Niti has also been focusing on education, and which is why it is a befitting moment for us to present this artistic interpretation of the modern and the ancient Nalanda University.